Okay, hey everyone, it's Thursday, right? The 19th of March. Here we are, one day at a time. Let me start off by trying to take care of some, in a way that stuff feels like slightly unfinished business or, yes. So, right away, a while back, Trish Mullins ordered my CD, but she also sent, with the payment, some music, which she does. She sent, I've got a stack over the years of mix CDs that Trish has made for me, and I'd always check them out. Trish is an interesting person, you know. She's a DJ and she knows her stuff. I like both of these, but I must tell you, the one that you really did a great job on this the Chillax mix is really, really nice. Starting with Azimuth, going into Arthur Lyman and Bathsheba, Billy May, Bombay Dub Orchestra, Brother Nolan into Cal Jader. You know, you know your shit, Trish. Thank you for sharing that with me very much. If you haven't watched the video before this, where I give my words of encouragement, I watch it, you know. And there's other people who are sharing too. I understand that Ron, my Lung Puppy, has done something similar. I haven't watched because I don't be watching videos, but I understand he's doing it too. And my whole thought is, again, pass on anything positive. If you've got it to pass on, pass on. I can give this review today, John. Misophonia, a new solo release from Third of Never musician John Dawson. I have the one sheet here. Yes, indeed. On 343 Records. And I like this. I like this. It's a challenge. It's a one piece, but it's broken up, so you know you can listen through, but it plays all the way through, and it's a sonic journey through I believe through John's thoughts. He uses quite a bit of field recordings on here, and to interesting effect. Sometimes it's jarring and it catches you off guard, which I applaud. Actually, it's like, whoa, okay. It's like it doesn't make it plain what is the reasoning or what you're supposed to necessarily try to be picturing through the music in relation to the sounds, which I think is a plus. There's parts where the guitar work reminds me a lot of Akam Reichel and his the echo stuff, which I said, oh, that's nice. And then it'll be like it'll be down the road, and it's like that was another record we were listening to. So this is really good work, Misophonia. I will remember to put a link below the video. Thanks for sharing it with me, John. This is good work, and I don't know what to think about commerce right now. Everything is still like the garbage was picked up today. I do think we'll get our mail today, but do I think there's going to be a disruption in even those things coming up? If we don't get on top of the spread of the virus in America? Yes, I do. I see that potentiality, and I'm mentally just always got my eye on the horizon. Some of us just learned how to do that. So so with that in mind, I'm not thinking about pressing more of the Dereck CD or CD 2020. And I'm starting to see through at Facebook that people are receiving their copies, and reviews are very favorable, and it's like, I don't know how they couldn't be. That shit is good, you know? It is good music. So, my day is going just fine here. I have not left the house. I have how do we put it? It's human nature. I don't need to go to the store at all. And yet there's a curiosity about how are the stores looking today. And yet that's no reason to go out and potentially expose myself. So I'm staying home until I need to go out. You know, it's those little tricks of the mind that we have to deal with. You know, we all have to deal with them. I'm not stir crazy, you know. You ride the waves, you know. Partly before I keep talking about music, another skill that I learned as I learned how to manage my depression, because I have, you know, I've had it to the point of, you know, of suicidal behavior, and it's a thing that is I have cycles, okay, and so the skills that I learned how to manage those cycles when it's like, it's chemical and electrical. It's like there's no reason. It's not because something bad happened. Some of you folks who deal with real depression, we all deal with it in different ways. But some of you folks know exactly what I'm talking about. You know. But I took to heart learning, you know, coping skills as well as reframing, redirecting, rethinking skills, you know, using this as well as my activities to not get caught in a quagmire, you know, mentally, which is what the whole world is facing. So I keep sharing this shit, you know. So I'm having a fairly decent, typical day. Don't feel like making any music right now. I might later. Someone asked if I would do a live concert because people are doing that stuff now. Down the road, I had the idea of DJing and maybe playing some guitar on camera along live or something live with you. Yeah, I'll look into it. I've tried to do live before, and the hookup was bad. So, yeah, I'll look into it. And then Higgs Corner is still supposed to be having another special come up in April, you know, and that's already, stuff is done, so nobody has to go anywhere in person for it to happen. So someone had asked me, is there, you know, what happened to Higgs Corner? It's still a special thing. And the next one is supposed to be happening, I believe, in April. I hope to know something soon. Everything is being affected by coronavirus, people. Please just face that. You know, this is a very unique situation we're in, unprecedented in our lives. So it's rainy today. There's funky weather coming through the Midwest. Parts of my state apparently are getting snow. Here it's just drizzle and gray. And I kind of like days like that, you know, especially when you juxtapose them with sunshine days. This is one of my favorite records to play on a rainy or a snowy day. Bo Hansen, Lord of the Rings. Love it. I have it on CD, so I was just using convenience and just playing it on the computer. This also has his magician's hat all on one CD. Love Bo Hansen. Would like to have some Hansen Carlson on vinyl. I have it on the computer. Played earlier all the way through. Truly one of my all-time favorite musicians in this music. I love it, but there is an aspect of comfort food to certain music that you just love and know inside out. And Ryuichi Sakamoto has quite a few records like that. Heartbeat is not one of his best records, but it's one that I really like and have played a lot because of particular tracks. Heartbeat, Sayonara. I have two versions of it too, because they're different. The Japanese has different tracks on it than the American, plus the graphics are different, which I like. Interestingly, this booklet let me show this, because you can't fold out the booklet on the Japanese. It's, that's how it comes. And now, I just, something, I've had this for years, and I just now see that maybe if I carefully, but wait, no, this is, yeah, that's glued. No, you can't open this. This is glued. No, I didn't just discover anything. That's what I thought. Isn't that interesting? So that's the way the Japanese booklet comes for Heartbeat, as opposed to here's the American version. CD and everything looks different, and it's just a regular information here. I love this music. I love Sakamoto's. Oh man, he's just got a. Sometimes I just am lost for words beyond elegance. There's just some essence here that is really. It's about beauty and grace and just something almost indefinable, but it has a real sense of dignity too, and intelligence. All that comes through in Sakamoto's playing and approach to his music. I just love it. So it's playing that today. Last night I put most of them away, but one that didn't get put away, I decided to go ahead and play it because it's like, well, usually I wouldn't play it, and I really got into it. Just let it hit me. I'm going to go ahead and pull another one I can remember I played last night. Yep. Angels of Light, We Are Him, which is Michael Gira, however you say his name, Swans. I bought this last time I saw Swans, and Carl and Thor from the band signed my copy for this. This is good. This is in the area of primal music, and where Michael talks and sings, his lyrics are expressing pain and the rough edge of life, and how we just struggle, with a lot of issues in a lot of ways, and this is one way of that coming out. These images in relation to what's being played on this album, which is very primal and raw, and almost interestingly, they're not doing anything that's related to the sound of black gospel music, but there's an aspect of gospel to the way that Michael is approaching and doing this music. I think some of you understand what I'm saying. Not the genre of black gospel, but the idea of this is a gospel that he is expounding through this expression. It's really quite good, quite intense. Something else I played last night that I don't usually, again, it's not a usual, but it's like, okay, these are the sort of things that I pull out because I want to be exposed to everything. And last night, this was perfect. Painkiller, Execution Ground. This is that three-piece. What is it? John Zorn, Bill Laswell, another guy, the drummer. It's intense, but interestingly about this, the way it hit me last night was like, yeah, this is like watching a scary movie that is supposed to be scary, and so therefore something else happens for me instead, because I'm not into scary movies. And this wasn't scary, it was oddly soothing. I think it's important to be in touch with the real self. I just really have no patience with how it really is still average behavior for people to want to be fake and act like they're all good or all this or all that. And it's like, are you fucking kidding me? We're all a basket of many different aspects. And reality is that everything is not all this, all that, and it's, again, a matter of perspective. Some things that may seem like good aspects in one life are maybe bad in someone else's, and maybe they're neutral in another's. So, yeah, music is just a way of, I just find music and art a way of just always learning and discovering more about human behavior and the self. Look at how long this is going. So it'll be a while before it gets up, but stay strong, people. Stay strong. Things pan out. I'll be able to get on Medicare and maybe have false teeth by the end of the year, or partial anyway, hey?